I'm about to change the way you watch movies forever. All it takes is 4 questions, which I'm going to teach you by the end of this reel. If you're new here, this is Pop Smart, where I turn popular culture and cultural theory into muse you can use. Movies aren't just stories, they're actually arguments about the way the world works. And the reason for that is something theorists call ideology. Contrary to how the word is sometimes used, ideology does not mean propaganda. It means the taken for granted ideas that culture absorbs about what is normal or good or bad or heroic or even possible. Stories are one of the main ways society passes those ideas along. So when I'm in film studies professor mode and I analyze a movie, I'm not just asking whether the story is good. I'm asking what version of the world is this film quietly trying to train us to accept? And when you start asking questions like that, movies stop becoming just entertainment. Instead, they become maps of what culture fears and hopes for and imagines might be possible. So here are the 4 big questions I ask, and I'm going to use The Hunger Games as an example. Number 1. When was this film made and what was happening historically and culturally at the time it was produced? The Hunger Games came out in 2012 during a moment of global economic anxiety after the financial crisis and amid growing public conversations about wealth inequality. And that context shapes the way people are going to receive this story, which is about wealth and power and spectacle. Question number 2. What counts as good in the logic of the film and what counts as bad? So, for example, Katniss's refusal to play the game the way that it's meant to be played is framed as heroic by the movie. Same with PETA. Whereas the Capitol's indifference to suffering is framed as monstrous. 3. What problem does the film think that we're facing? And what solution does it imagine as a possible resolution to that problem? In the Hunger Games, the problem is a society where wealth and power concentrate at the top, while the rest of the population is forced into survival and spectacle. And the hope the film offers is solidarity and resistance. And then 4, once you've answered the other questions, you can start to think about what is this film asking the viewer to think, feel, or do in the real world? In other words, what lesson does the movie want you to carry with you? In the case of The Hunger Games, it asks us to reject extreme wealth inequality. And it encourages us to reject systems that turn violence into spectacle and entertainment. So those are the 4 big questions I teach in all of my film studies classes. I'd love to hear in the comments, what movie do you think everybody should be watching for its message? Let me know.